me when I'm praying for my younger brothers. I hear them sirens going off, I see the white covers. So tag them up, mother in the
Hey everybody, it's
mortuary.
Jessica Simpson. This is
Beyonce. This is Justin Timberlake.
Hey, this is Avril Lavigne. This is Gwen from No Doubt.
Hi, this is Usher, and you're listening to
GSNJ Radio.
GSNJ Radio, we back in the building, man. We got a special guest, as we always do, every week. Every Sunday at 7, the Voice of Reason is in the building. I'm going to allow the co-host, Mike J. He has had the conversation.
Yes, I have. And we have David Simons in here. And we're going to pass it off to Lady Dane with a couple questions that she has.
Mr. Simons, thank you for coming to see us. Thank you for weathering this storm with us.
Yeah, it's nasty out there. So we appreciate you
Thank
for coming.
you guys for having me. Truly appreciate it.
So for those who do not know, he is considered a mediapreneur. Do you know I've been practicing that for days, trying to say media. I kept saying mediapreneur, and I was like, no, it's not right. Mediapreneur, and he has been on the top 30. Under 30 to watch out for in 2018 last year.
All right.
So tell us a little about yourself.
Absolutely. My name is David D. Simons. I'm a digital marketing mediapreneur. I've been in this business space for about 8 years, doing digital marketing of all sorts, Facebook advertising, social media marketing campaigns. We've been able to work with some great organizations and influential leaders, from speakers to trainers, coaches, NFL players, NBA players. And we love what we do, just love to serve people utilizing digital marketing. And I believe that it's the way forward. It's not a choice anymore. You have to be on it. You have to leverage it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a business out here right now that can have a choice of not being on social media. Like, you have to have some type. You don't have to be on all platforms, but you need at least one.
You need some type of platform.
You need
Absolutely.
at least one, because that's where your base clientele is going to come from.
Definitely.
So who would be your ideal client? Who's going to reach out to you? Who can benefit?
Ideal client. Okay. So somebody that's a speaker, either there's their first 1 to 3 years, or they're in that like sweet spot where they're about 3 to 7 years. Okay. So those two are really the prime. We love to help people that have a message, that want to get their word out there, that will transform lives.
Is it motivational speaker or?
Ideally, yeah, motivational.
So that's what we would put him with Les.
Yes.
We would connect him and Les together. We have a buddy of ours named Les Squire Jr. Shout out Les. He got 1,000 brands.
Yeah.
And what he does is like once a month he does something at the Echelon Mall.
Okay.
And people come in and they meet, and then he actually had like a TV podcast where he had a whole bunch of different people across the states talking to each other through the screen.
Wow.
They were all talking to each other about what they were doing and things like that. But he's a big motivational speaker.
That's
so
awesome.
we like to plug people.
Oh, that's
so
love.
that's one level right there. I didn't know. So Mike was telling me though, you said something about
Boost.
Don't boost.
Yes. Boosting is dangerous. Everybody familiar with boosting is the way that Facebook has a system, right, where you just hit the boost button, you put $20, $10, and then it goes away, and then you get some engagement, you get some likes, maybe some people comment on it, and people think that's effective, but it's really a Facebook's way to take a lot of people's money.
So they just robbing you. In other words, they just stealing your money.
Big time.
They're not really getting you the views that you paying for.
Right. I mean, for most people that are utilizing Facebook advertising or social media from that standpoint, you're trying to generate a result of some sort. Click them to go to the website, sign up for something, do something. But predominantly, that's all that's good for is engagement. And engagement is good, but from a business standpoint, you want more than engagement. Likes don't pay the bills. Shares don't pay the bills. It gets awareness, and all that is good. So the problem with it is Facebook has two systems people don't even know about. One is that system that's out there in the public for the boosting, and then there's a whole other system called the Ads Manager. Inside the Facebook Ads Manager.
I see the Ads Manager.
You see the Ads Manager.
Right.
You click through there, and then you select all the different targeting features.
Right, the targets.
That's where
it's at. That's where it's so don't worry about the boost. Go for the ads.
Go for the Ads Manager.
That's good advice for y'all that's out there
Boss
trying
man,
to do
you heard
y'all
that? We
thing.
got to go for the ads.
Go for the ads.
Absolutely.
He just dropped the jewel.
Yes.
Message.
Better take notes.
Yeah, that was a good message for them.
Yeah, that was good.
So do you help? Is it just motivational speakers, or do you help like radio, or like what else do you?
We
You
kind
do
of
radio. You kind of do everything.
Yeah,
do
we
you do like book promotions or anything like that? Like what? You help everything? Like
we have helped in the past. You know, predominantly we market to speakers, trainers, coaches, consultants. Those are our main market, our focus.
Right.
But we do help others in different various industries. We've helped people with book launches to help them become best-selling authors on Amazon. We've helped people
that's
to.
what I'm dropping my book this month.
Oh, congratulations.
We're trying to figure out.
Yeah,
We're going through a
which way
publishing
to
place
do.
right now, so
Okay.
we're trying to figure out which way to go
Yeah.
and how to. I'm not trying to sink 5,000 to 10,000 into something that flops.
Gotcha.
Right.
So if I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go all the way.
Right.
But I need the right people around me
Absolutely.
to help that book go all the way because
Absolutely.
the book took me like 10 years to
Wow.
write.
What's
is
it
not-
about?
It's called Creature Carnal Flesh, and it speaks a lot about the creature nature, the carnal, the flesh is things like that, enmity against God, just the different things that we face. And I talked to a lot of people, and I let a lot of people read the book. And they was like, man, this is a bestseller, but you got to get it to the right people. You got to get it in those Barnes and Noble stores. And one lady even told me, as far as she was like, you got to go to put it in libraries in different counties because they pay like $300 per library to get like 20 of your books in libraries.
Yeah.
And she was like, you can make bank just
Yeah.
off libraries.
Yeah.
So she was dropping some jewels to me, and I was just trying to understand this is a whole nother game for me
Right.
as far as this book. I with the music, I conquered that. You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? Videos, I can conquer that.
Gotcha.
But now this is a monster.
Right.
And if you're gonna put 5 and 10 grand in there, that's something that you just don't want to sink 10 in and lose.
Absolutely.
And I could go for 10,
Right.
but I don't want to lose the 10.
Right,
I
right.
want to be able to say, okay, I put 10 in and I got at least 20 back.
Right, right,
I don't want
right.
to put 10 in and get nothing.
Gotcha.
So it's like, who do you deal with to make sure that you're going to get your money back as we talking? Like,
Yeah.
what's that way? I'm trying to find that.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. So the way to look at a book today, a book is a beginning point, right? It's not the end point. It's because a lot of our society, if you look at the attention span of our society, the average person only pays attention for about 6 seconds. 6 seconds,
That's
and
bad.
then
Isn't that like that's
Yeah.
like a goldfish? I think I
Yeah.
read that on
Yeah.
I read that on a Snapple fact.
yeah.
That's about a goldfish.
Yeah, exactly.
Attention
Goldfish.
span.
Yep. It's bad. So the truth is, people need to go deeper, right? So to finish a book, majority of people do not finish books, right? I think we know that, right?
Yeah.
That's apparent. But the key is you want to be able to go deeper with those people. So taking them and teaching them on the you said carnality,
Right.
creature.
I
So-
actually wanted to do like a college tour type
There you
thing
go.
on it.
Yeah.
Actually tell people about it and why I wrote it and the different things about it and have
Exactly.
lessons on it. I've actually preached it in several different churches.
Yeah.
I got lessons on it, and just different things. So it's ready to go.
Right.
But it's how do I promote this the right way where I
Gotcha.
don't lose?
Yeah.
Like we have the equipment to do. We got Creature Carnal Flesh hats, putting it on little bags,
Right.
putting it on t-shirts.
Yeah.
So branding myself that way is easy. We have the machines to do all of that. I could put it on mugs.
Yeah.
I got decals. I could put it on my car.
Yeah.
So I know how to brand myself.
Gotcha.
That's the easy part.
Right.
But how do I get that book online to actually move and sell?
Gotcha.
What company do I get behind that will really do what they say they're supposed to do? Because
Gotcha.
we got all of these companies out here. You'll sink 10 grand and they put that in their pocket, just walk away.
Right.
I want to make sure that I'm working with somebody that's really official. So how do you know that they are an official company? Like, what do you search on them? How do you
Yeah.
know that they're going to move what they say they're going to move? Because
Okay.
we got a meeting on Tuesday with
Gotcha.
a publishing company in Pensauken.
Yeah.
They're letting us walk through their building and they're going to show us some things. But how do we know if we're dealing with the right people? What are we supposed to look for in that?
Great
in that
question.
company?
Well, traditionally, a lot of people have gone away from regular publishing and gone to self-publishing.
Okay.
Right, because you control your cut of the royalties.
Right.
If you go with a traditional publishing company, they're going to have a large percentage that they want from it, and that can be good or bad depending on. So this is what you want to know. You want to know their distribution. How big and how deep is their distribution? Are they going to distribute you into all the Barnes and Nobles and all the different bookstores? And are they going to get you in front of people? Are they going to get you? Are they going to include press into that? So that's what you need. If they're going to do that and they're going to include, so if it's just book marketing itself, that's not a good deal. It has to have it's kind of like in the music game, it's 360, right?
Right.
So you got to have a component of each aspect. What are they going to do to push you on social? What are they going to do to push you with PR? What are they going to do for from a tour standpoint? So that's why I say the book is a great thing. but it's really the door. It opens the door. When you get the book, the next piece is to go deeper with those people. So the way you can go deeper is by having, like you said, workshops, having a tour. So you use the book as a means to speak, as a means to do workshops, as a means to do consulting, as a means to do coaching.
That's funny that you said that. That's exactly where I'm at because for the next 4 months, every fourth Sunday, I'm preaching at a different church, bringing the book.
Excellent.
And so, like, I'm starting what you're telling me.
Yeah.
And I do want to self-publish, but I want to be under somebody that can help me promote the self-publish.
Got you.
So, like, what company, how would you look for a company that can do that pretty much the same way as...
Yeah, I mean, so from that standpoint, from self-publish, some companies offer some of the PR standpoint, some don't. Okay. Because I will tell you, it's a lot cheaper than the 5 to 10K range. You know, so it should be anywhere from like 1 to 5, right, to do the self-publishing aspect. So what you'll want to look for again is definitely what's their track record, right? How many authors have you been able to help get a certain status, and what's the result? So case study. As long as you can see, you know, the case studies and proof, then that makes it a lot easier to move forward. The other thing I would say is you want to make sure that they have, you know, again, distribution channels. It's about network and who they have access to. Can they put you on different shows? Can they get you into different doors and different opportunities? And so for self-publishing, really honestly, self-publishing has become pretty easy.
That's what I want to do. I want to self-publish, but I want somebody that can help me actually push it.
Yeah.
So I want to pay for the company to help me push the book.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for. Like, whose company does that? Is that what your company does?
We do the self-publishing part. We do some PR, but we don't do like the tour component, like helping people to do that. So I do probably have some leads for you of some good companies that could help you with that. So I just can't think of them off the top of my head, but I could definitely get you some get that information out to you, email that to you.
Sounds good.
That sounds good. That was a lot of information.
That's a lot of information.
I have a lot. I have a few friends that are authors as well, and I hope you ladies are listening because you just dropped a lot of knowledge and some good knowledge at that. I just wanted to touch and ask. So everything that you offer, like your courses and everything, are they all online, or do you have like physical workshops? Do you go around and do actual workshops that people can come to meet you and?
Great question. I do two aspects. Actually, I have some flyers in my coat, but I do a workshop called Social Media Marketing Mastery. It's a 2-day intensive in person, because I saw that, you know, though I'm a social media guy, I'm also an in-person guy. I love this vibe right here. I love that you guys, you know, asked me to come into the studio. That's rare. Everything is so digital today. So there's a truth that when you're in person, you retain a lot more information than you do when you're online. So I like both. I do both. So I do workshops, 2-day workshops to train people. We go through a course called Social Media Marketing Mastery, and it's a 2-day intensive on lead generation, on branding, on content marketing, all those different aspects. And then we do have some online trainings as well. I have an academy called Social Media Lead Generation Academy, teaching people the art of generating leads online. I have another course called Brand Your Authority, so teaching you how to, you know, get press, brand yourself, and do it on your own. And then I have another course called 1,000 Facebook Fans in 60 Days. So quite a variety of different things.
Yeah.
And I'm working on a new course by demand of my clients and students. They said, David, you need to create some beginner stuff. So I'm coming up with a course at the end of April called Social Media Beginners. Social media marketing.
I'll be taking that. Social media for dummies. I'll be taking that.
Y'all say for dummies.
That's
disgusting.
Look, you got to be real with yourself. I'm real with myself when it comes to social media. I am all the way real with myself. I am not the best when it comes to this thing. I'm still learning how to do. My friend just showed me. Let me tell you. My friend just showed me the other day that I can take a screenshot with my phone just by going like that. Did not know that. I've been trying to hold the phone and press 2 buttons at the same time.
She bacon burn.
She really said that on the show. She really said that on the show.
I mean, you know, look. But wait, I do have a question. So do you have any upcoming workshops?
Yes, I do, actually. March 15th and 16th, I have the 2-day Social Media Marketing Mastery Workshop right in Philly at 1635 Market Street.
Oh, you guys, look,
Yeah.
listen, look. I'm
Writing that
I'm gonna
down.
get that information
Okay.
from you because
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I co-own a sauce company.
Okay.
And that's definitely one of my struggles is
Yeah.
with the promoting and also too, being new on this team, promoting and building the brand. I'm reading a book that's called What Great Brands Do. I'm just trying to
it's good.
gain as much knowledge as possible to just be better at this
Excellent.
branding.
Excellent. Yeah. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can go to training.kingdomsocialmedia.com. Training.kingdomsocialmedia.com.
Is that what we got up on it? Is that on the flyer or no?
I have what
I think it's Kingdom Social Media on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have
I put that on there and I
kingdomsocialmedia.com.
put your IG
So
on
what was
there.
the other one you just
Uh,
said?
training.kingdomsocialmedia.com.
Yeah, that should have been on.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure we definitely will put this
Yeah,
up on
when-
the
when
site
we
as
share
well.
it, when we share it,
We're gonna
we'll
definitely
put
make
that
sure we
in
put all these plugs
Yeah, we got to put all
in
those
there
pictures
for
in.
you.
I mean, my brain is
I just wanted to make mention though, just reading so
Yeah.
much about this and some of the numbers that I found, it says like 74% of consumers rely on social media to influence their purchase decisions. Like guys, you got everybody that owns a business, like understand how big social media is. 97% of all consumers search for local businesses online.
That's right.
26% of our phone usage is in social networks. Like
Yeah.
social media, this networking is huge. You don't even realize
a way of
until you
life.
start looking at the numbers. So I'm definitely glad you came on the show.
Yeah, I'm
glad we know you because we need
honored
a
to be
lot of
here.
knowledge.
Yo, you gotta be your brand.
Absolutely.
100%.
Mediapreneur. Did I say that right?
You got it.
Mediapreneur.
Indeed.
Yo, he sunk so much knowledge in this station today. I'm like blown, man.
Because there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
So what else do you actually, like talk to us,
Yeah.
man? You be open.
You guys want the some of the backstory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We wanna know
Backstories, funny
Talk
stories.
to us, man.
Okay.
Yeah, talk to us.
Though I'm wearing a suit today, don't let the suit fool you. I've been through some stuff, and it always, I think anybody, in life, when you try to make a difference like you guys are, you've gone through some stuff. That's why you're trying to help somebody else. And so I grew up very strict household. My parents from Ghana, West Africa. I had 4 options: become a lawyer, doctor, engineer, accountant, and I didn't fit the mold for any of those things. And I was forced down the engineering route. And I got to school, and I went to I'm from Cali, California, and I went to school to do engineering, but I switched to digital media in about 2004, 2005, and my mom was very upset, very pissed, and the reason why she was pissed is that her childhood dream was for me to become that. But before that, in high school, my parents divorced at 12, so sometimes you don't realize how things have an effect on you. Till you're in it, and until later you reflect on it. And so I didn't realize that, and my dad was my confidence. So my grades started to slip, and because of that, I started to cheat, and it led to from cheating in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, all to the point of that seed sowed, and then the Bible talks about it just seed time harvest. It's gonna eventually you're gonna reap what you sow, and eventually I got so in that pressure of trying to please my mom, get good grades, got into junior year, your most important year for college, and I cracked into the system and changed my grade from a D to a B.
You're a criminal. You're a
He
criminal.
took that to the
We got
next
criminal
level.
here. Yeah, you want to teach me how to do something? Show me how to crack social media.
And so I ended up getting expelled. I got expelled from my junior year, and then that just led to a whole nother host of problems. Got into a whole lot. I got around the wrong crew, wrong people, and from then on, like I didn't even think I would be accepted into school, with the expulsion of my grade, my record. But then a few days after graduating, I was again with the wrong crew. This is a whole long story. The short version is I was with some guys, and they were like, "Hey, Dave, cash this check for us real quick. We're going to throw this big weed party." And I was like, okay. I was about to get $50. $50 in high school, that's a lot of money. Right. So I was like, okay. I go into the bank to cash the check. And let me tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing basketball shorts, Jordans, white tee, and a do-rag. Right?
Right.
And I walk in, I hand the check over. I'm sitting there waiting. Nobody's, they're taking a long time. 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes goes by. And then a buddy calls me and said, Dave, where you at? I said, I'm in the bank. and with the guy who gave me the check, and the check was written to my name, right, for $800. And I said, he said, Dave, are you cashing that check? Did Will give you a check? I said, yeah. You need to run. Get out of there. He stole that check. That's a stolen check. That's a felony. You need to run out. And I see myself on the screen. I was like, I can't run, bro. Boom, boom. Cops come in. Said, put your hands in the air. Like, I'm on the ground. My hands are behind my head. And they throw me in the back of the police car. And I just graduated, right? Junior year, I just got expelled. Senior year, just graduated. I just turned 18 6 days before. And they said, this is a felony. You're going to do 6 years in prison. And my whole life is flashing before me. You know what I mean? And this is where I learned. My mom taught me about fasting and praying. She said, we're going to fast and pray. She paid the bail bondsman 10 G's to get me out. Got out. We learned to fast and pray. And my mom was like, you're not going anywhere. So we stayed indoors for like 2 weeks. Just imagine not knowing where my life is going to go. What's going to happen? I can one route I'm in school, other route I'm in prison. And thankfully I didn't sign the back of the check. They said the DA dropped the case because I didn't sign the check.
Good.
Had I signed the check, it'd been a whole nother.
Thank God for a praying mom.
Right.
Look, a praying mom and a paying grandmother. Two things you can't live without. Oh my goodness.
So that kind of led to other things and
Sheesh.
yeah.
Well, at least you're good now. You know.
by
And
the
so
grace of God.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many people are involved with this movement?
Kingdom Social Media.
Yeah.
So I have about a team of 5. Okay. We're all specialists. So I, if you look on my card has I had it probably in my bag.
Your card.
It's in his mate. It's in his mate. It's in his mate.
Oh wow.
But
So you got a team of 5.
team of 5. So they're
So
contractors.
they all broke down to do something different.
Exactly. So I'm a Facebook advertising specialist. You got somebody else on the team that handles Google Ads. You got somebody else on the team that handles LinkedIn. Somebody else that handles Instagram. So I believe in utilizing your specialty. Okay. And so we all use our specialties to kind of come together like superheroes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I do the graphic work.
Yeah.
And, that's kind of what we do.
Excellent.
Everybody in here do something different.
That's what's up.
I'm tired of all the hats.
I guess I'm just the funny one. That's what I do.
Dang, you get my news. So, she is a headache, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Dang told me I'm not gonna fall for the banana. Listen, so we had a good show tonight, man. We had a lot of information.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring him back.
We're gonna bring him back
because this wasn't enough.
But when he comes back, I want people out there that heard this to call up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got a call number. We need some callers.
Oh, I was supposed to say the number before the show.
Yeah, you forgot.
the ball
You
on
burnt.
that one.
You always burn.
Like always. Make him burn.
Next week the 10th.
Next week's 10th.
Next week is the 10th. We're giving away tickets to Derek Webster's championship fight for the 23rd. Is that?
Yes,
It's the 23rd. So we're giving away tickets, front row seat tickets. I'm going to go get them tomorrow. So you're getting that from the Voice of Reason.
Yes.
So make sure you pay attention to the page. We're
Pay
gonna be
attention to the
posting
page.
it. The phone number will be up, and we'll make sure to remind you.
No,
when
let's
to call
tune in. Y'all better tune in next
Yes.
next
Don't
week.
Put the phone number so they can call in. What is
Call
it?
in.
Call
It's
number
gonna
3?
be the third or fourth caller. We ain't make it up
We
yet.
haven't
Which one y'all want?
decided yet.
Third caller?
We
Third or
ain't
fourth?
You won't find out to that day of.
Yeah, third or fourth caller get the tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Whichever caller I am.
We're gonna actually start doing some different stuff. We was talking about it like maybe every 2 weeks we're gonna start doing something like $50 Walmart card for you to get something to eat, or something $20 gas card. You know what I'm saying? To Wawa, something like that. We're gonna start doing something every 2 weeks for y'all for like the third or fourth caller. So y'all will get more involved in what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So Voice of Reason. I'm Glenn Morton, aka Pastor P.
I'm Mike J.
Lily Dane here.
And then
David D.
David D.
Oh, David D. I like that.
Nah, we had a good time with David, man. We're gonna bring David back because we got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
But as we end the show, we're gonna get behind the scene and we're gonna ask him some more questions that y'all can't know about. Till next time. See y'all later.
Peace.
Alrighty.
They say when one soldier leaves, another